Oh, hey guys. Well, here we are going to be coming back with some competitive blue-red Delver. Uh, First, shout out to the best, Josh Warren, for having let me come and stream a dead format once a week, every week, just because it's my favorite. Second of all, shout out to Tilk, Mike Kekich, and Jeremy Burton. Um, Jeremy Burton, Clever MTG, will be streaming tomorrow night. You can check him out on his Twitch or on ours. Now, I don't know what Tilk and Mike are doing, but I will find that out hopefully later into the stream, and I'll let you guys know. Tonight, we're playing Blue Red Delver. Now, Blue Red Delver is a little linear, one might argue. So, we'll just go over the deck really fast. Blank board. Okay, so we are really light on lands. This deck used to be able to operate on 15 lands when Gitaxian Pro was in the format, and it was fast. We'll go with fast as a way of describing it. It could regularly kill on like turn 3 or 4 if your opponent wasn't really doing much. So the goal is we've got risk factors for like late game along with Bedlam Reveler because we have 31 spells that count towards our Swift Spear, Soul Scar, Storm Chaser, and Bedlam Reveler. The high density of prowess creatures means that normally we can kill people pretty fast as long as we chain spells together. Now to complement that, we have 2 suites of bolts. That's right, 8 lightning bolts. We also have Price of Progress. Now Price of Progress deals damage to each player, twice the number of non-basic lands they control. That's pretty good. Legacy, because of the heavy fetch bases, the mana is almost always perfect. That also means virtually no one runs basic lands except for like Miracles and Grixis control. We've got the Curve Topper, Fire Blast. This is virtually our most expensive card, but it's okay. Scratch that. Fire Forces are free. Dazes are free. Risk Factor costs 3 mana. Reveler costs 2 to 3 mana. On average, it's like 3.2. On turn 4. Then everything else is like 1-drops. Except for this card. I want to highlight Mission Briefing because it is new. Oh darn, it's not letting me pull it up. Since it lets us cast things from our graveyard, that's pretty good. Now you're wondering, why not just use Snapcaster Mage? Answer, Mission Briefing lets us pay alternative costs. That means with Daze, we can bounce an island to our hand, counter their spell. That means with Force, we can pitch a card from our hand and counter their spell. That's pretty good. What's better is, it means we can sack 2 mountains and Fire Blast somebody to death. That's really good. We have a Vapor Snag, because people put big creatures into play in Legacy all the time. We prefer not to lose. We've got some pretty standard sideboard cards, some counter spells, we've got some land interaction, and we have a bunch of artifact destruction. Now, with that, let's be off. So, today, kind of eventful. Well, one, I'm feeling kind of sick, but despite being under the weather, I miss you guys. This is my favorite format, so we're going to do this. Second of all, KCI banned. Like, yikes. It's a big deal. I thought we were going to have a Stoneforge unban in the works. I was pretty hopeful about it, actually. Ooh, that's a Bill Cosby joke. Puddin' Pops. Didn't age well. So, the KCI ban is a big deal because what is definitely the highest skill cap deck in Modern, at least among combo decks, probably among just any of the decks, is gone. That means instead of, well, having a tier 0, arguably, I'm not going to actually say it was tier 0 because a number of decks were able to deal with it pretty well. Mostly control. But we see that right now the format's probably going to be in a better place. Frequently, you'd have KCI making up a pretty big portion of top 8 and top 16. I suspect that one of the reasons that it got the ban was because this last GP, in the finals, someone had to leave because the KCI matchup would take too long. That's not ideal. So we take it and leave it. What I had been hoping for, and largely expecting, was an unban. We're going to ponder here. They're on blue-white, so either they're on Miracles or they are on, whatchamacallit? So we'll put that on the bottom. No, we will not shuffle. We want to be able to just punch in, play a Soul Scar. They're either on Stoneblade or Miracles. Both of those are pretty okay matchups because both of them are pretty light on removal, which means that our little guys, all 80 bajillion of them, are free just to attack. Oh, hello there. 6 of you? Wow. I feel so loved, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'd love to hear from you. This Miracles. Ooh, is he going to... Let's see. Is he doing what I think he's going to do? Oh, no. He's going to... Oh, he's not back to basic units. Yeah, bud, that's... A-okay by me. So we're going to fetch, actually, for an island. We don't really need to be super concerned about whether or not he blocks our creature with True Name, because regardless of whether or not he does, set the stage, I think it is. Yeah, we're going to be running that. I think Mana Traders wouldn't let me rent it for some reason. Okay. We're on Risk Factor, and we're also on Mission Briefing. That feels plenty spicy to me. I know it isn't Grandmaster Spice 3000, but it's not bad. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we're going to shuffle. We don't want any of those cards, really. So if we Fire Blast here, we put them to 10, and then we hit them for 7. So Fire Blast here, those become 4/4s, 12 damage. Nah, this is fine. We have Price and Fire Blast up next turn, which means they dead. Okay. I'm calling it Spice because even though it's good, no one likes admitting it's good. You know this. Gosh. And also, New card is not spicy because it is also good. Next week, we're going to run Burn. Good old-fashioned, slow, painful, blue-white, ass-beaten Burn. And we're gonna see how many people we can make mad. Okay, so we can brainstorm first. So if you're playing Legacy, a lot of people will get very upset with you if you brainstorm during your main phase. Just viciously upset. That's because, well, we're just gonna poke in. That's because normally when someone brainstorms, it's in response. Defensive brainstorms are very common, and so when someone plays brainstorm offensively, namely to get prowess triggers, people get a little mad. Now you are at... Well, if you've got it. If you don't, you're dead. Ooh. Shame. Well, we have time. They're on a blue-white deck, which means we need one mountain. Yeah, that's great. Cool. We have flashback for burn spells. We have a lot of different ways of closing this out. I think we're just gonna bolt them though, like adults. We'll grab just a basic mountain, throw a chain lightning at them. Yep. They have 3 lands. Okay. Get that counter spell. Still 5 of you. I love you guys. Thank you for sticking around. And Josh, we really are playing Burn next week. I don't care what you want. Well, I know what you want. That's why we're playing Burn. I really just want to be able to mission briefing Fire Blast him, but okay. So this matchup, first things first, we need some good old-fashioned. I'm just gonna move cards that don't Bedlam Reveler costs 2. We need a few different things. First, we want Spell Pierces because... Now, okay, important note. Spell Pierce seems a bit antiquated because there's another card that a lot of people run. Flusterstorm. Now, why Spell Pierce over Flusterstorm? Well, Spell Pierce lets us hit Umezawa's Jitte, it lets us hit Batterskull, it lets us hit Jace. And that's really all we care about. They are on a very, very dirtily deck, which means that normally we can just... We aren't super concerned about whatever they're doing. We don't actually need all of our forces here. Wait, we're going second. Take out our dazes. Let's bring in... If they're on the Stoneforge plan, we need Smash, and we can bring in a Braid. Take out a Force. At least we leave in matching forces. So blue-white normally brings in a card called Back to Basics. It's a 3-mana enchantment, costs blue and 2. It's got great flavor text. During each player can't untap non-basic lands. Well, as you can see, we are on 1, 2. Aww. I love when people compliment my sweaters. It's better than being complimented myself. We have 4 basic lands. That's a lot. We aren't super susceptible to Back to Basics. Or Wasteland, for that matter. This is a very solid hand. We're going to keep this. Yeah, we have nothing to do this turn because we don't have anything to respond with. I'm not sure if we're going to fetch a Volk or if we're going to fetch... we're going to fetch a Volk because we need to be able to play Delver on turn 1. If we can then ponder afterwards, and... Ooh. Or... we just get an island. No, you're lit. All you at home are lit. Or it. You can all read. Or you ended up here accidentally while looking for LSV stream. I would not blame you. Oh no. There it is. Okay. Yes. Okay. Main. We will beat in for 3, then ponder, hoping to dig into something that helps us not have our butts kicked. So Eldrazi Stompy is very... It's an extremely high utility deck. You can normally get away with running it during team events because the average power level of every card is so high. You have all of these different just cards that say, hey, here's 2 mana. And that is strong enough that even if you aren't super familiar with the format, a lot of the time you can just win. Now, on the other hand, it is like Miracles, blue-white decks in general, just have a horrible time playing against it. But also, the problem with running it is that sometimes sequencing can be a bit rough. Your mulligans are not great. Some matchups you need Cavern of Souls very badly. Now, if you aren't super experienced at Legacy, that could actually sort of be a saving grace, because it means you aren't necessarily at the mercy of your own play. If you're just super lucky... Oh yes, I would like to reveal that. If you're really lucky, you can just chalice someone on turn 1. They'll be on, like, Miracles. And then you win. The same works for, like, Storm, for Delver decks. But against more fair decks, it can be rough. All in all, I think Eldrazi is probably a good choice for players who are new to the format, because you don't need quite as much micromanaging. As you make big plays. that's fine. We don't really have much we can do about this. We just have to bolt it. Okay, so they have a batter skull, and they just need to be able to survive long enough to suit it up. Krukar, yeah, just give it a whirl. I think you'll like the format, and I think Eldrazi could be a very good choice for you. Here's where not having a third land is very problematic. Yep, we're going to pay one for Flusterstorm. And we are going to just attack. Hopefully, we get a third land. We get to double bolt them. Or alternatively, they have one more blue source, and then they get to run out of True Name. Since True Name has protection from us, good news, we got a flyer. Bad news, they have the Sword Splashers. Oof. Okay, well, the bug is gone. We need them to play another non-basic. Really, we just need another cantrip. It is very different. As opposed to in Modern, where Infect is all in combo, in Legacy, you play half tempo, half combo, which for a lot of people gets disorienting. It's very different than how you would play Modern Infect. In Modern Infect, you don't run cantrips. In Legacy Infect, you sometimes run as many as 8 cantrips. Normally it's 5 or 6, but okay. Well, that means he does not have any True Name action going on. So we'll attack next turn on Risk Factor. Well, boys, we got Engineered on one. That was really weird. Now let's go on to Post, because Post, which list for Post were you thinking? Because every Post list is very different. Some lists are almost combo-esque because they run Candelabra. Others are just big Eldrazi decks. And I don't know which you're using. Okay. Big Post has a rough time with combo, so I don't really recommend it for people. You'd be better off just playing Eldrazi. No. Swift Spear. If you don't have a Plushers, we're going to kill you. Yeah, between Post or Infect or just Eldrazi Stompy, Stompy is definitely not only the best deck, it is the easiest to play. Well, actually, I take that back. Post, in theory, is the easiest to play because the power level on so many of your cards is just so dumb. You don't care um, with what a lot of your opponent does. Other hand, it loses to itself very, very often. Stupidly often, actually. Dude, what do you have? Like, just then it is definitely Eldrazi Stompy. Um, it's just not a question in my mind. Because Eldrazi Stompy, you play the Chalice on 1, you play the Thought Knot on turn 2, you do the kill. I still would recommend reading up on it, but also you have a lot of free wins because blue-white is a good matchup. A lot of combo decks are good matchups just because you just play dumb creatures, and a lot of them have disruptive effects, like Thought Knots here. Um, you have colorless cards have gotten so much better that you're kind of fine. Alternatively, what is your budget like? Because if you can afford to, blue-white is actually a very, very good way of learning the format. Not Miracles, because Miracles is about going to time every round during game 2 after beating your opponent in game 1. I'm talking this. This is very good for learning the format. Please just play the Batterskull. That also works. We skill. So this deck is so fun. This is my baby. As soon as they printed, I actually got into Legacy. I finished buying in when they spoiled Bedlam Reveler. Uh, my first lists, a lot of them were on 2 or 3 Revelers. Most of them were on 3 Revelers, actually. Um, Storm Chaser wasn't especially good at the time, and Reveler was phenomenal because Miracles had top. Turns out, an 8-drop is very hard to counter with Sensei's Divining Top and Counterbalance. Also, because Miracles was the best deck, one, Miracles at the time was not on so many basics. A lot of players also... Oh, we won the dice roll. Yes, we will go first. Yeah, we keep this. We have a lot of interaction. Shuffle. we'll use the Bloodstained Mire because we're fetching out a volcanic island. This lets us fetch both of our colors. Actually, red, blue. Let's run out of Storm Chaser. The Storm Chaser gets us damage in sooner. And also, it means people get scared. They'll run out Baleful Strix even if they have no reason to. I'm hoping they're on Grixis control. Because if they're on... If they're on Storm, then this gets awkward. There are so many different decks that run Polluted Delta, I can't actually list all of them off the top of my head. Especially that fetch into Basic Island from it. Okay, they're on Grixis control, that's fine. Now, here we can brainstorm, put away the Soul Scar and the Fire Blast, because ideally we have neither of those cards. Because, well, or at least we don't have the Fire Blast. This is very interesting. We'll put the Reveler on top. Pop them for 2. We get to play a Soul Scar. Because we have Force. We really want the Soul Scar to resolve because we can start chaining spells together soon. And that normally can get us there. If we, after we draw the Bedlam Reveler, if we draw into Deathblade? Okay. Yes. It would certainly be much more of a challenge. We'll just brainstorm here. Because I want not Force of Wills in hand at this point. I want Esper, really? Is this 2012, 13? Okay, so Fire Blast can go back and... Well... Fire Blast and Force. If they have... The reason I'm holding up, keeping the Chain Lightning in hand is because if they draw into a Stoneforge, I need to be able to kill it. Actually, there are a whole ton of cards that need to be killed on site. I'm going to try Mind Sculpturing me. Put that on top, put that there. Yeah, that way I get up to 4 lands. We have enough mana then because we get an additional land. We get one more spell to cast. We Chain Lightning them. We get to play Reveler on our next turn. Okay, we did it. Yeah, Plowshare is my guy. That's fine. One, two, three, four, five, six. So the Reveler is free. Yeah. So what you can do is you can ask a lot of more experienced players if you can borrow cards, because I know that, myself included, a lot of us are completely fine with helping somebody out. Fetch. Grab a mountain. Chain Lightning there. Chain Lightning face. We Treasure Cruise. That's a solid draw. Hmm. If we get another Brainstorm, we can put... I definitely don't want that card to resolve. We are in a less than swell spot here. Well, actually, I know what's there. They throw Snap in front of us. Hmm. Really weird. So we kill the Stoneforge, we blow out the Batterskull. Hmm. It's 3 to return to hand. Here, we're kind of banking on them making a questionable play. Ooh. I would. Yeah, he made the right call. Um, hmm. We have nothing to do with that. We need, like, I don't actually know what. Yeah, we just can see this one. Okay, so out of side, we bring in, so first things we cut. Um, Vapor Snag, we need Smash, we need Crater Maker, we want a Braid, we want Pyroblasts, Spell Pierces. We don't want Force on the play. Um, well, what time are you streaming tomorrow? Because I have lab for school real late. Like, kind of stupid late, to be honest. Hmm. Just another target. That's a tough one. Let's see. So I think I cut Storm Chasers because it leaves us more mana to interact and to just play big things that blow stuff out. Yeah, so what do I play first? I think I want this because we have a Brainstorm. Ooh, I could show up halfway through the stream. Not so celebrity guests. Aaron Mayatke. Okay, we're just gonna yield through this one. Wait until they have something they're doing. Our goal here is just to brainstorm away. Yeah, I don't want them to get rid of anything, and it's more important to me right now to keep us from drawing anything we really, really don't want. So we'll fetch, grab a Volk, ponder. Here's where Delver has some issues. No. This way, if they use any discard, they're going to take our Fire Blast. Well, they might take the Smash. It'll be tough. We'll have to put a lot more thought in to what they want to take. Yeah, I can live with that. So we can 9. Well, technically 8:45. Sometimes I get done earlier. Life isn't particularly glamorous. Oh, 8:45. A lot of the time I'm done by 8:20 though. So yeah, Pass the grill. U of M. Dearborn, not Ann Arbor. So I can kill the Stone Forge and that. I would rather just be more careful. Force them to invest the mana. Esper is such a weird deck. So Esper has a lot of like just blue-black things like Thoughtseize, Baleful Strix. It also just has a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, I know. You're by Monroe Pharmacy. The only pharmacy I know of that sells good old-fashioned American grain alcohol. Um, Three? What are you doing? We will grab a mountain. Nope, not Fire Blast. Smash that red. Blue. You get your token that dies. Mm. Yeah, that's gonna happen. We're in a really bad spot here. We got, I don't know what the optimal, yes. I think we just have to kill them here. If they snap, attempt to plowshares, we pierce it. These go to 4. Then price can kill you. Hmm. So if I pierce this, I think I would rather get them to 4. That way, they'll be going up potentially to 8. Or if I draw any sort of bolts, so you're going to go up to 8. If he's smart, he'll do this during his turn. Oh, I guess he's dumb. So let's see. If I do it in response to the trigger, so go down to 2, go up to 6. I fetch. If I draw another price, I kill him. Tough. Grab a mountain. Yeah. Sounds good. That's really unfortunate. Yep. Esper. Couldn't have just been straight blue-white. Had to have Baleful Strix. Yeah. Wait. I'm only on 1 Smash to Smithereens. I like being on more Artifact Destruction. I think Grim Lavamancer, while good, is best against Delver decks. And Delver isn't super popular right now. Yeah. Alright, you talk with Josh. Let me know. That is one of the few times where if we had had Flusterstorm instead of Spell Pierce, we would have actually ended up winning. Um, because, well, we would have been able to counter the swords to plowshares and kept our Delver, and hopefully ended up actually getting that game. Yes, I would like to play first. Keep this. Delvers and forces? Wait a second. I've played against this guy in Vintage Cube. Also, I played against him. Yeah, he's on loan. Or is he on lands? No, he's on loan. Beat him with a Delver. Play land, play out a second Delver. Hope he tries casting like a Chalice. No, no, actually, that's fine. We need to be able to counter any threat he plays. More importantly, we need to be able to counter Chalice the Void. Yup. Risk factor putting in work, baby. Okay, here I want him just to waste cards. Yeah, I throw this chain lightning at him. By all means, punishing fire away my Delver. That was a misplay on my part. I should have left the risk factor up, just in case he tried playing something. Loam back. Oh. Knight of the Reliquary. No, it is a loam. Loam. So he'll have enough to punishing fire and that's fine. During his end step, we're going to risk factor him. So I know he has a maze, and yeah, that's whatever. Sure, full blow. And we'll see if he ends up just taking the 4, because in Legacy, because there's so much burn, normally just taking 4 is correct. Now you're probably wondering why I chose basic snowlands. It's because predict, technically, so he's just, so every time he cycles, he's able to dredge back from Light from the Loam, because he's drawing a card and it ends up replacing it. No more than likely, he's trying to just get to a Baron more. That's pretty good. That's really good. That's actually kind of nutty. Because we just need to draw... We just need to draw a card. Because he has to, in order to win here, he has to pretty much Bajuka Bog us, exile our graveyard to get rid of risk factor, and force us to discard while also not dying. Yeah, this is a really rough matchup. Wait, hold on. Like, it's technically winnable for him. It's not practically winning for him. Vapor Snag is not good. Pithing Needle is great. Smash, that, Abrade. Let's see, so he's going to be taking, he's going to bring in Plowshares. We aren't going to be able to Reveler against him. And we can't wait. Figured out the answer. We cut the daisies because we are not going to get to use those. Pithing Needle might be worse than Reveler because it does let us shut off cycling and Wastelands and Neither Reliquary. Which all turn out to be pretty good. But Pithing Needle lets us also shut off Mazavith, so we're going to stick with that. Maybe the Reveler is better than Soul Scar. Yeah, we'll just switch out a Reveler for a Soul Scar. Thank you everyone who's watching, by the way. We're going to keep this because we have Force and Burn Spells. Looks like he has a good hand. Island. No, well, that's fine. The more Legacy players you meet, the more of them you'll notice really hate Blue-Red Delver. Because it preys upon fair decks and the fair combo decks. It's just kind of, it loses to itself a lot, and that's fine. If I force, no, Need to save the forest just in case he has a chalice. Because we don't have any sort of... Well, if we draw a second land, we're in a very, very good spot. Better yet, we draw a second and a third land. That'd be wild. Are we putting a knight here? The second land gives us access to 4 damage. Yeah, not doing that. I was willing to entertain that, and then you played a card that I can't deal with very well. He has to leave a wasteland for price, because what you can do to avoid getting blown out when you're running, like, he's on a swamp and a forest. When you're running 2 basic lands, what you can do to avoid getting just killed by price progress is wastelanding your own cards. Risk factor. We aren't really losing much by pitching weight. Well, sometimes they get you. Now, the danger with him using loam here, one, he has to use loam. He doesn't really have a choice on the matter. Land. Nice. And we're going to ponder. We're pretty much just pondering for lands. Things that do not suck? No. Chain lightning you. The more he fetches. So, eventually what he's going to do is he's going to have to alt Lily just to split our lands. And hopefully cut us off of red. Because blue doesn't win us games. Weird to hear from a legacy player, but it doesn't. Bob? Okay, that's cool. We don't have to do anything, my guy. Yep. Cool beans. Neither of us take any damage, but normally when you wasteland yourself not to die and go down to one card in hand, that's not the best sign in the world. Hmm. So it depends on how much he's sort of feeling himself. If we end up... Hmm? Yeah, that's fine. So he pluses the lily, we pitch Pithing Needle because it doesn't matter to us. Here, what are we looking for? Oh, we're choosing pile one. Wait, no. Well, punt count one. We need to take the mountains, and we screwed up. That's all right. Draw a Storm Chaser. That's what we need to do. Ow. So what makes us not lose here? Not sure what keeps us from losing here, to be honest. Um, yeah, we are dead. Okay, so let's put some dazes in. Let's cut a Soul Scar because he makes our curve a little difficult. Hmm. Definitely cutting 2 force. Mm-hmm. And here's where it gets tough because maybe 3 force 3 days. 4 force 2 days. More dazes. I think what we want. Risk factor instead of a chain lightning, I think. This is tough. Fire Blast is really good because it's not a 1-drop. Reveler is really good because it's just a beater. I can't help but feeling we want more Forcibles. In which case, what don't we want? Actually, it is probably daisies. So, let's see. Yes, I would like to play first. If they have a turn 1 chalice, we lose. If they don't have a turn 1 chalice, they are so dead that it is comical. Mm. Oh, cool. How many wastelands do you think they have in hand? Is the question. If we get in a bulk to brainstorm and they wasteland us, I think we're dead. So we get just a basic mountain. If they had a Mox, they would have run it out. If we get another land, we end up getting to just hit them for 9 next turn. Yeah. Is it a Thalia? Please don't be a Thalia. Okay, yeah, we can live with that. Here, it doesn't really matter that we're not getting the damage. We just want the prowess triggers. And next turn, we get some more damage anyway. Okay. Yeah, it's a little wasteful to do this, but also we just need the damage. And if we get a risk factor, then suddenly being so greedy is rewarded. Crater Maker would be good, and a Braid would be good. Pretty much anything that is a non-creature spell would be good. Hello. Thank you for joining us. We're playing some Legacy Blue Red Delver. Right now we're not in the best spot. We're playing against Loam, which is really a weird matchup. Like, I never quite know how to assess this one. Who's death? Do I know you death and taxes for the one? If I do, I love you. If not, still love you. Ugh, come on. Not my favorite thing in the world. Oh, I love Thraben University. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I like watching too many different legacy podcasts. Yeah. So played against Esper Stoneblade, which turn 3 Batterskull. That's still okay. We have basic mountains. I guess we're looking for a Fire Blast. Unfortunate. He hasn't gotten any loams this game. This is game 3. We kept a very fast hand with 3 Swift Spears and 2 Bolts. It worked pretty well until it didn't. Ew, that's really unfortunate. Hmm. So Price isn't particularly good here because he has 2 basics in this list. This is fine. Um, hmm. Do I even want to play this? We'll hold that. Just so we have 8 damage. Let me draw 3. Okay. Yeah, I thought they were going to give me the cards as well. No, because if they let us risk factor, we still have another one in deck, and we have plenty of cards to pitch. We also have oh boy. We not only have more risk factors, we also have smash to smithereens. So he actually is on a real clock. We have price of progress, we have risk factor. We can fire blast him as well. There are a lot of ways that he ends up in a less than swell position here. Oh, also we can Storm Chaser him to death. Okay, so yeah, we can get rid of the chalice, and then we actually have real live lines. Okay, we are cooking. Oh crap, you right. But we need the land to be able to use the goblin to destroy the chalice, because otherwise we are not in a good spot. We have to be able to get rid of Chalice of the Void. If we can get rid of Chalice of the Void, like if he just makes us discard, yeah, cool beans. Okay, that is not enough. To... Okay, that's still fine. Hmm. Well, now, now things are okay. We did it, boys. Oh no! If he crossroads us, I am, you know, no shame. Yeah, if he crossroads us, I'm shook. I haven't seen Glacial Chasm in too many lists lately. Um, some do. I have seen it. I'm not. All right. The Fire Blast off the top would be hysterical, but I would also settle for like a cantrip into something. Wow, we are so good at this game. No! Oh, rip. Well, that is unfortunate. Weird. That was oh, oh. It was a great game though. Weird as hell, but great. I don't normally when I've played against Loam, they'll bring in either or they'll either stick with the Thalia plan or they won't. Um, just for everyone who joined us, we've got a spicy list here. We got well, this our sideboard is not spicy. Our sideboard is like nearly as stock as they come. Spell Pierces instead of Flusterstorms, just because. Boy, do I hate equipments and some planeswalkers. That's beside the point. And then in the main, we've got Fire Blasts, we've got Price of Progress, we have a unique. Um, yes, I would like to play first. Hmm, I feel like it's a keep. By the way, welcome to Mom's Basement Streams. I didn't say that earlier. Tomorrow we have some more people streaming. I believe tomorrow will be Jeremy Burton with spirits or humans. He's one of the modern boys. Very carefully. I come back to my mom's basement every time I want to stream. It's important to me. Very important. Well, let's see. Had we gotten a Fire Blast there, we still were. I realized last game thinking about it. Even if we had gotten a Fire Blast, we were dead. Um, Unfortunate, but it happens. Well, let's see what we got. No. Well, we were trying to play around day. Well, not actually play around days per se. Uh, yeah, that's fine. Just Grizzlepuff. I've played against this guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, we aren't. All right. Yes. Much skill. Blue Red Delver. The deck of champions. I've got a unique definition of champion. All right, chat. We want to draw a Swift Spear next turn. We also want a land. We probably don't want that Force of Will. Oh, hold on. So we put the Swift Spear. Hmm, this one's tough. We don't want the Force, but we want these two cards. I think we just. Oops, that was misorder. We were supposed to put the land in our hand because if they ended up using any sort of discard, they would just feel upset about it. We have a fetch for a Volk. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I know. It's unfortunate. Hmm. Well, we're going to try keeping the Price of Progress stream alive. Well, okay, so we don't force the Thoughtseize. Our best way, of course, of winning here is probably the Price of Progress. We're already down so many cards. Like, okay, he Thoughtseizes us. Yikes. Okay, Chad was right. Grab a Volk. Oh, honestly, I'm not sure. Um, because I wanted to try blue-red. I just like blue-red Delver. Yep. Yikes. Okay. Rip us. Okay. What is our out here? Hmm. Yeah, I know. Land into all of the good things. Okay, we have a line. No, we don't. Okay. Hmm. Spell Pierce seems okay. Risk factor... Well, okay. First, let's get these silly boys out of the way. Alright. Lava Man, we want some Pyroblasts. Do we want the Vapor Snags? Because Vapor Snag does let us deal with some cards that otherwise are big pains in the butt. I'm not quite sure if that's something we should be super reliant on. I mean, it could happen. I wasn't sure if, like, Snag is a really hard card to decide on because they have Gurmags. Um, oh, so the mission briefing is fine because it lets us daze, and dazing with no downside is okay. Risk factor was what I was considering. Yeah, the Hydroblast means we end up playing. Yeah, our creatures are pretty bad here. Uh, we also have a lot of burn. What are you guys thinking? One snag. Yeah, mission briefing is probably too slow. It's great against combo, but we'll run like this. Yes, I would like to play first. Yeah, that seems like a keep because we have a Swift Spear, we have backup. So would the Spell Pierce be worse than? What is the Spell Pierce worse than? I mean, you are a Legacy expert. I'm just a moron. Yeah, I think you're right, though. If we win this game, miracles. Hmm. Need to lean real hard into the burn. Yeah, I'm just really scared of young Pyromancer. Which I shouldn't be. I'm not... Okay. Let's brainstorm. I don't want that. If I put the price on top, that would be something we could do. I really dislike that line, but yes, it is something we could do. Vapor Snag? Vapor Snag or Soul Scar, because I think we want the price a bit too much. Okay, we definitely don't want that. I should have cut the Fire Blast, to be honest. I'm illiterate. Yeah. Well, this was a fortunate series of top decks. Fetch Gurmag. Snag it. Hmm. I'm sorry that neither of us can read. It is truly the top 10 anime betrayal. Nope. Okay, let's just attack with this guy. Really wish Soulscar had haste. You right. You right. Me three. I just want to make Bob wasteland himself. So you're talking about the actual best anime. Hmm. Save my threat. Yes, I think I will. The Korean House manga is... It's been delayed for like close to a decade. I'm sorry, man. It's not happening. I dream of it happening. Like all good otaku do. But it's just not. I'm sorry. Also, this card is surprisingly impressive against Gurmag Anglers. Um, Woo! Woo lad. Yep, that's a brainstorm. Man, I like running basics. I hate this card. Because I'm really greedy. I run bug and all of the things that reasonable legacy players don't. Do I want a Fire Blast? Hmm. This is actually a real question. No, I don't want a Fire Blast. As much as I want a Fire Blast. Red cards. You two are red cards. Yeet. Yeah, it's hot. That's fair. Well, price of progress. Red cards. Well, depending on how greedy we're feeling, A, we ponder again. You're right. I will listen to the not expert. That's interesting because, let's see, if we shuffle, okay, we attack, we get 3 and he loses a Delver. Well, if we draw, all right, you know what? Goats are one of my favorite herbivores. You know what? We'll try it. Yeah, trade with my Delver, that's fine. Yeah, if we draw a bolt, a price, a fire blast, I think there are, so we have two bolts, we have a actually pyroblast, so we have 9 or 10 lethal cards. I think we have 10. Well, he can't fetch with the Flooded Strand, so he has 3 lands. Or he can. Yeah. Alright, burn spell for lethal. We have a lot of time here. Yeah. Swifty. I'm just going to say Bob is better than me, so I'll trust his judgment on what he blocks here. Um, just gotta... Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So we get a cantrip. He he's gonna be. Ooh, he is a greedy boy. Ooh, big fish. Burn spell. Hmm. Do we attack or not? Because if ooh, okay, never mind. We don't attack. Well, let's see. Can we draw the mighty? He top deck the bolts. Hmm. Do I fetch? Do I fetch and fail to find? Knowing that the price will be lethal for both of us if I do, or do I just... Hmm. Okay, let's draw. Well, I'm fairly confident he's going to let us draw, I think. Hmm. Bolt is lethal. Price draws us. Let's shuffle. We lose. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should have just taken the price because I didn't want a double kill. I wanted to win. Like, I'm fine with... I just wanted to kill him. It was the Spell Pierce. The Spell Pierce should have been a Vapor Snag. You were right, Goat. I'm sorry. Next week is not going to be Blue-Red Delver. I can't keep doing this. At least as it stands. I think had I not fetched first, I had way less time. I didn't have enough time, really. I would have needed a nut draw, and I had... seven kills in, like, I had 27 cards left? 26? I had a 25% chance that I could just win. It was greedy. Earlier, though, I should have taken the Delver, left the Daze on top, and not gone for lethal there. Because I would have been able to play Delver, have another flip, had more kills. Or had the kill. Because he didn't have enough removal. Just going for lethal there was incorrect. All in all, though, things I know I need to change. I need another Smash to Smithereens in here. This boy has been real bad. Grixis Delver actually has always just been a bad match for this deck, to be honest. Yes, I would like to play first. Keep. Delver off of Volk. What do we fetch with? Misty or Delta? Yeah. Busy.
What would you think of as owning a
You guys
shadowless
can...
Charizard? He can't get excited.
Wait. Hey, can you guys please leave?
Can you carry our $2,000 card?
What?
Use a shadowless Charizard.
been touched by anyone but me. And we're putting a tackle over the second it came out of the
These are all Arch Shadowless cards.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to tell you.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
If it was first edition, it could go for $40,000. One sold for $40,000.
Nice.
Another for 17, but ours is now first edition.
We don't do.
Okay. Sorry for being quiet. I had to talk with my brother about something. So he dazed and forced in the same first turn. No. But we'll still play it. I played against this guy in the pre-release for... Okay. What is he on? I'm very confused right now. Can someone please enlighten me? One of you? You are all legacy experts who are more knowledgeable and more compassionate than myself. Are you also on Delver? He is. That's really unfortunate. I'm a jerk. Yeah. Well, we did it, Reddit. We're just gonna pass the turn and pretend we don't feel real bad about that. I don't feel real bad about that anymore. Price of progress would be really nice. The price would be so good. Well, that was actually one of the least dignified wins I have ever gotten in my life. I don't think I'm gonna have much opportunity to use that. Yeah. Wow, that was actually just the most aggressive. Whoops. I want Lavamancer, I want Braid, I want Crater Maker. I don't want Days on the draw. On the play, though, Yeah. Dece opening. Dece plus even. Well, we don't have anything to do during his turn. Let's get a Volk. We don't have anything to do. Yep, bolt him. Well, gonna try redeeming myself. How to play against. Hmm? Excuse me? A little confused by that. Sure. Just play more lands. That's all you need to do. So weird. Sure. So he's on a list without any glyphs. That's good news. Bad news is that's still 4 damage every turn. Yikes. Play a Delver. Please let me use this stupid thing. Cantrip. Not a cantrip, but I will manage. I was really hoping for a stifle there just because then I would have been feeling a little bit better about that. So he... That's fine because we can end up dealing with whatever he can cast off of Volk, or if he doesn't have a Volk, we can have price up. Some lists run Goyf out aside, which would be really crappy, but ponder. Hmm. This one was interesting. So bolt 3, that's 6. think we can kill him because we have the Fire Blast. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 12, 13. Okay, so we have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Doesn't matter if I get a Volk or if I just grab a mountain, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh. Right, so it's Z. Four, 5, 6. 10, 11, 12, 16. If he doesn't have a response, he's dead. He should be out. Do you have the bolt? Really weird line. Oh, damn. That was a really close one. Okay, Crater Maker can go. Break. No. Risk factor might be too slow. This is my favorite part about Legacy is that think I want this. Because this I can lean super hard into burn and just not have to worry about too much. Um, no. So we got to run out of Swift Spear. We have Daze and Snag, so we can save those, or if he tries to blue us, we can Daze. Can we keep Mountains up? And then we have a way of dealing with Hooting Mantrils in the Vapor Snag, or if he ends up like trying to Forked Bolt or something, we can end up dealing with it. Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Whoops. I know I'm kind of a mess. Chain Lightning, red. This deck always just feels so fragile because everything is just goes face. It feels it feels very brave playing this deck. And I mean that in as condescending a way as I can possibly muster. Hopefully he goes for a Mandrills. I think. So, yeah, he's probably going for Mandrills. Because if we can snag a Mandrills and then just get 2 bolts in, we get a total of 10 damage. This is my favorite combo deck in the game. Yep. Monkey. Please don't have it. Please don't have the force. Yes. Wow. This is my favorite place to be in with this deck. Is lots of burn real fast. Okay. Well, weird that he left Daze in, but totally fine with us. Because, so what, he Dazes, we set him back on mana. We can't do anything though, so we're just gonna yield for this. I don't think he's on a predict list. So normally I don't actually play this. I play either Bug or Grixis, not Delver, just Control. Which means that a lot of the plays I have to make with this are not my favorite in the world. Let's just attack. That's... yeah, that's all we got. Oh, he wants to play the Mandrills again. That already runs Gutshot. Fetch Mandrills, leave up Spell Pierce, or fetch Mandrills, leave up Hydroblast. He has to leave up whatever his thing may be. Ooh. Well, these sure are lands. Okay, so 45, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 lands left in 45 cards. I'm okay with those odds. Burn the spell. Bedlam Reveler. I'll send the Floor Ponder. So block. Sure. Yeah, sure. So we are on a 1 turn slower clock. That's not good. We need... well, if we get a price, we win. At least that much is clear. Price wins the game. Or should win the game. Because, well, if he could have force still. Island? 5? If I just block, kill the monkeys? If I block that, I take 3, go to 4. I need 2 burn spells? Come on, burn spell. That's all I need, just 1 burn spell. Definitely not a burn spell. Kind of targets both of them? Yes. Blue-red Delver is such a fragile deck. I feel like I'm just always going to die, because even if you play perfectly, you still have all of the problems a burn deck has. Like this one, like here, it didn't matter how exactly I played that. I needed another bolt, or a price, or a risk factor, or Bedlam Reveler, or just not what I got. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, everybody. It was lovely streaming, but it is my bedtime. Good night. Tune in tomorrow for Jeremy Burton. Still at Mom's Basement Streams. Thank you for rating. Have a good night, and good luck.